Hey guys, how's it going? We are just about...
Aloha.
There we are. Oh,
Had some difficulty.
always something. Always something. But one thing you gotta know, when you're out in the wild, everything goes wrong.
In the wild.
Everything goes wrong in the wild. Well, I got some maps for us today. We are sitting at the base of Saddle Road, and the GoPros are the GoPros. That's what we're still running. One up top on the roof and one here in the front. And I tell you, just the difficulty of setting them up is...
There are some days that are fast and easy, and other
Yeah.
days there's other technical difficulties.
Yeah. And I like to say that I probably figured out this bug, but I won't know until later. I don't know. But it's all good. Mic set up. I think we got audio. I can see the little yellow bars.
Yeah, 5x5 so far.
Yeah, but we are running on battery power today. We are not hardwired in, so that's going to get us up to the Mauna Loa Observatory Road and the lava. And it is Merry Monarch this week. There is a lot of traffic. We're sitting down here in front. You can see the boiled peanut guy out there, which I don't. She eats boiled peanuts. I don't eat boiled peanuts.
I grew up eating boiled peanuts.
So if you're all buckled in, well, let me show you the map real quick. And then, let's see, where did I put it?
Thumbs up, everyone, if you can hear us and see us clearly.
Yes.
And if you hit the thumbs up on the bottom of the screen, please do so now if you've forgotten.
So there's one map right there. That's kind of where we're headed. You can see the route where the lava came across. And yeah, Saddle Road. We don't know what we'll see. This part of the road is not so much, too much wildlife that we worry about other than mongoose. But once we get up top, the goats and the sheep are up there. I'm more worried about traffic. Well, if everybody's good to go, all my checking is done. Starlink is on. We're network bonding through our encoder. So we're doubling up on cell service because there is a little bit of cell service here. And there's a little bit up top because we live streamed the whole Mauna Loa eruption up there.
Mm-hmm.
So we know there's decent live capable.
The nice thing is there's no canopies on this drive.
No, just a little bit.
It's wide
here,
open.
But it's pretty much wide open, yeah.
Uh-huh.
There is a section through here when our cell service, when we have gone live with just our cell phone, that's when it would cut out through here. I'm curious to see if Starlink can battle through that. It's just all the trees on the side of the road. They're not canopied over. Mm-hmm. Should be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is everybody ready to roll? Is chat running?
And look, I don't have to have my hands up in the air like I'm waving the whole time.
I don't know if my chat's
We're
working.
good.
Yeah, hand is healed.
Yeah, it's almost, it's not, I'm not going to say it's almost 100%, but it is a lot better than it ever was. So it feels great, you guys. It's still tender and sore, but I'm doing a lot of therapy and a lot of at-home therapy, and it's all good. Is this the right way?
I don't know.
Turn right, please.
Well, there's one thing about us we've learned in all of our road trips. There's never a wrong way. Some ways just are more exciting than others. Now we're going to cruise probably around 35 to 45. I do know that this says that, Starlink can run up to like 100 miles an hour. I don't know who the hell is going 100 miles an hour other than a boat or
Especially
a plane.
here, no.
But I do know, watching back on some of the lives, there is some points of pixelation, and some of it I think is relative to speed. We'll see. So I'll just cruise at 40 and let that roll. If you guys got an email this morning from me on the for the live drive announcement, let me know. Also, yesterday I put out a reboot email, trying not to be super spammy, but we have to give out notifications, right?
Mm-hmm. I think the window in the back needs to go up a tiny bit because it's a lot more open than it.
How's that? That's as far up as I can go.
Yeah, that's good.
Can't pinch the wires.
Yeah, there's still a little crack, but that's a good crack for the corner of the wires.
So this is the route that we always talk about if you're going to Costco. This starts our full day to go to Costco. Leave at 8 or 9. Get over there in 2 hours. Do a couple hours of shopping. You don't rush through Costco. You got to go through every single aisle just so you don't miss anything. And by the time we pack up and head home, it's 3, 4 o'clock. You're gonna have to work the chat because I am eyes on the road.
Just checking to make sure I have all my shared stuff out. Okay, let's see who's here today. BB, Stephen Carter's in their laws. Did you get my comment and reply?
Laws.
That was me.
Oops. You just gotta go with me.
Yeah.
Just gotta roll.
He don't know anything.
You just gotta roll with what I say, Laws.
Falcon Aloha. Yeah, Casey's in there. Brett, Aloha, Chuck. Nathan's in there. Cindy, Tracy. Ed's in there. Mark Hardman's in there. Aurelio. Hard Rock Girl, good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Sally Sullivan. So aloha, everyone. Thanks for checking in. And Shaka's in there, too.
Right on. Well, if you guys remember the last live up Chain of Craters, Pohoiki run, I had the batteries set up. We were running off a hard power into the anchor batteries. We weren't running off the GoPro battery, so it prevents overheating. This time around, something didn't work. I don't know. Got the batteries in, but while I was up on the roof contemplating my life, I came up with the fabrication I need to mount the battery, the battery mount to the Starlink magnet mount up there. So even though in the moments of desperation and all is lost, my brain is still working on thinking of other things, and I just had an epiphany.
Mark says, I got so many emails from Tupi that I'm thinking of adding you to my spam filter.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's awesome. Well, it's just for now while we're testing and trying to do...
I'm not testing. I'm
just
shooting emails out left and right.
But why do you keep telling them that you're not trying to spam them?
Well, there's so much information to get out, right? When we do a reboot, we have important information to share. Mm-hmm. We're busy
Chuck
people.
says, do you go to upper route through Coffee Country when you go to Costco?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on timing and what our day's agenda is.
If we take the van, we'll go around that way. The last time the van went over saddle, we blew a brake line coming down, and I don't know, I still have PTSD. I don't trust that van going down that mountain.
Hannah's on, Queen Honey Bear, Kona Crab, aloha. Oh, Alaska RVers in here. I said it right this time.
Got it.
Getting in the hang.
Got it on the whiteboard, so you've been practicing.
Oh, my whiteboard is very full. We've been so busy lately. It's just a lot of little tiny things to put together, I guess.
Yeah. We will mention too that there's so many projects going on for us right now that we're working on. They're coming out in pieces.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not just here's an entire dump of everything and we're ready to go. We're so busy, we can't do that.
Yeah, we can only do one section at a time. I'm still working on the Amazon storefront a little bit at a time, but I like to kind of keep it clean. So the next items that we will drop will probably be in another, I don't know.
This week?
Yeah. Another couple days to a week, I guess. Yeah.
I do have a free gift for everybody that'll hit your email. It's a PDF I put together on the Volcano. You guys might like, a little different, or maybe the same as you've already seen. I don't know. You'll let me know. But it should go out with, if you sign up for the email list, you get that free. I made that. But I got the email, the Volcano guide, the park guide took me longer than it did to set up everything I wanted for the landing page for the subscribe. That went out first. But I'll catch you all up, and then anybody now new signing up for the email will get the download for free. And if you are still unconfirmed, there are 21 of you. Check your junk.
Just confirm.
Yeah, just maybe the confirmation. It's a double opt-in, and double opt-in is because of the Europeans and the Canadians. By law, they have all this spam double opt-in stuff. Otherwise, I just put your name. I just copy and paste your name in. You just get it without even knowing. She says no, you can't.
He
that.
keeps telling me these last 20 something people.
So I'm just gonna add them.
I said no, you can't do that.
But you, if you are
Just
part
be
of that,
patient.
yeah, be patient. If you're part of that group of 20, that 2 dozen, you got a personal email from me.
You don't want any more spam, then he's gonna spam you.
Yep. I put you in my send super spam folder.
Oh goodness, poor peoples.
Windy today. Not so much worried about the Starlink mount, but the camera mount up there is magnet also. Mm-hmm. Should hold.
Okay, should.
If not, we'll hear a thump. I hear my zip ties tinging around though.
Mm-hmm.
So our plan was to go to Mauna Loa Road, up the way you go to the observatory. It's where we actually came down when we hiked. We intended on hiking down the other side of Mauna Loa, but we came down this side, made that decision up top. And because we had the Garmin InReach system, we were able to text through there to let our ride know when we were coming down. Mm-hmm. And we were coming down at a different spot. That InReach,
boy, that thing is a lifesaver.
It really is.
We got all of our messages out, and there's no service whatsoever up there.
Nothing.
Yeah, I love that thing. And you can text in it. Well, we already used it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice system.
Yeah.
It was worth the money.
Oh, I wanted to say hi to Jen. If Jen Myers, if you're in here, you're always lurking, I know. She works for county and she's a meteorologist. I saw her at Walmart yesterday. Was it yesterday now? Yeah, I saw her at Walmart. Just wanted to say hi.
Shout out to county.
Uh-huh.
We bump into Jen everywhere. 5 days with Haka training.
She was in the program.
Well, it's still bumping in. She got certified, which is pretty cool.
What's going on in the chat here? Did you put a safety line on magnet camera holder?
Everything's attached. Yep. Yeah, I do. It's redundant, but I don't care. It's still paranoid. The mount
yes,
that the mount that the Starlink is on, it's got these sweet big old fat magnets, and I actually looked at ordering some separate and building my own harness, my own magnet mount for a camera battery rig. So the fabrication idea I had up there would work for everything. The camera and the battery and everything would be up there with this bigger magnet. Although the magnet that is holding the camera, the videos show that it's on the side of helicopters and airplanes, and okay, you sold me. I'll try it out.
But you like to fandango with stuff.
I do.
And create your own. So.
Did you say fandango?
Fandango. I don't know.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing a little fandango with my camera.
You know, I was thinking that movie thing. Back in the day, I think it was called Fandango, if anybody knows.
I have no idea what you were watching.
No, it's a type of movie system, or like you call to get, I think that's what it was. Somebody in there in the chat.
Like a platform?
Probably knows what I'm talking about. Oh, Aurelio, thanks for the $2
Super
euro?
chat?
Euro?
€2? Euros?
Is that how you say it? Thanks, BB. Drop the link to 226 over.
Oh, right on.
Drop this link over to the. Yeah, see, BB knows what I'm talking. It was a movie tickets at theaters thing. It was. Somebody knew. I don't know why that. Movie platform. Yes,
I just
thank you,
roll
Sally.
with it. Movie platform.
So I wasn't making things up. I don't know why that word just kind of popped out. It's kind of like lollygagging, you know?
A lollygag, I understand. The fandango.
Hi, Janice. Aloha. Rachel's in here, too. He's a little late. Better late than never.
Yes. And we made this road trip 12 times in a row during the Mauna Loa eruption.
That was pretty awesome.
Every night,
Yeah.
11:30, up this road. We went so many times, it was interesting that it got to the point where it seemed like it went by so fast. Like now when we cross it, this part of this section of the road is nothing. And during the first couple days of the eruption, this was the point the glow was impressive. It was so huge, even at this point.
The sky was completely lit up. Going up the mountain was beautiful. Gypsy, aloha from Oahu.
I saw somebody on our X had posted some pictures of the fog over on Oahu. It's still pretty bad over there.
Finagle. Yes, Airstream
Finagle.
Queen. That's what I was trying to spit out. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mumbo jumbo out of my mouth. Whew.
We got no view of Mauna Kea, so that looks like that would be a whiteout road trip. Hey, did you guys happen to see how the update 2 days ago when the eruption kind of paused, the episode paused, or the episode ended? And it was, well, this next episode 19 could happen in 1 to 2 weeks. And yesterday's update was 5 to 10 days.
What changed, huh?
And the glow picked up significantly. At night, I'm shutting off the V2 camera and I'm just turning on the V1, or vice versa, one of the two. So that you got the glow. That one camera doesn't have a low light sensor on it, so we keep the glow going all night. And I'm curious if anybody catches the update, which should be out anytime soon. If they modified that to 4 to 9 days, is that what we're looking at?
You want me to check?
No? See if anybody
Somebody's in there.
somebody in there can grab
They
it.
all probably read it. Chuck says, we got in the last day and went straight up. Next day, Kilauea shut off.
Thanks, Chuck. I did bring a backup
Vicky's
camera.
in there.
Who's in there?
Vicky.
Oh, Vicky.
Okay.
Vicky, are you okay in the UK? I did bring a backup camera we can plug in case both these batteries
Okay.
kaput on
We're
us.
having a little.
Well, we just roll with it.
Yeah. Janice says today's update said 3 to 5 days.
Oh, there we
Wow.
go. Right back in it, aren't we? Get ready for your reboot emails.
He warned you.
Get ready.
Nobody poked the volcano until Wednesday.
Now, when you get an email, I recommend clicking on a link in there, any link, whether it takes you back to YouTube or something, because that helps us on our numbers when we go to pitch for sponsors. So,
Speaking of sponsors, products used in this video,
today's
in this
sponsor.
live stream. Oh, well, we do use a lot of these things, and the links are in there for Amazon affiliate. So
Yep. Today's sponsor is our Amazon Associates storefront. Link in the description. We may earn a commission.
I forgot that part.
Don't worry, I help you out.
Hermione, aloha.
Hey, I haven't seen
Good to
you in a
see
while.
ya. Susan L. This high country is my favorite part of the Big Island.
Yeah, this is a really interesting part of the Ohia Forest as we start getting up here to the lava fields. This is where, somewhere up here and on the...
Surface looks good though. It's not chopping up.
Oh, that's good. The bonding is the key. I was in a meeting 2 weeks ago on the proposal for a new geothermal facility.
You said it
I
again.
did. It could be in Kau, which I think that is never going to happen. It could be on the backside of Mauna Kea, all the way up the Hamakua coast, somewhere that way. Or it could be up here on Saddle. I don't think any of those are going to fly, unfortunately.
That's right, Ed. Thank you for reminding everyone. Thumbs up if you haven't done so.
My ears are popping.
Swallow. So Gypsy says, from Oahu says, Bog on Oahu is heavy enough, can barely see Diamond Head ahead from Eva Beach. Wow.
Dang. That sucks. Well, just as bad over here. Sorry, we're pushing it your way. Don't worry, hurricane season's coming. We'll be blowing it all over the place pretty soon.
It won't just be in one spot. Brett says Mauna Kea would be hard considering how inactive it is.
We were talking this morning about Mauna Kea and how that needs to be its own individual road trip, because the visitor center, I know, is not going to be enough for you guys. You're going to want me to go all the way to the top. So that's going to
make that its own.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's got to be its own run. So we only have three drives picked for this section of the series, so we need a fourth one. So maybe we'll just add that one on there. So next week we'll be voting on whether we go to Mauna Kea up to the top, or we do ocean view from the Kahuku unit all the way around to ocean view through the 1868 lava flow. There's an old airport up there, or airstrip you guys might find interesting. You guys are lucky, it's clear today. This road here, we never know.
When we go up a little bit more, it's where there's always that one big fat cloud that rains briefly, low clouds.
Yeah. Some days we can be just like this, nice and clear. And some days we can't see the front of the truck.
Or hear ourselves thinking. Heavy rain in one spotty patch. Cindy asks, where do you think is correct site for power plant?
Anywhere there's enough geothermal coming up. I think up here on Saddle is a great spot for a geothermal plant. There's enough geothermal energy here to power the entire state.
Chuck says they're discussing nuclear energy in Oahu.
Never happened. Never happened. You'd have a better chance of rounding up all the manta rays and having them flap their wings.
I guess it's kind of like how the Amtrak, not the Amtrak, what is that they've been working on for so long?
Oh, the rail system.
Yeah, the rail system. It takes so long.
Yeah.
There's so much, Janice says, there's so much opposition to the one in Lower Puna as it is right now.
Yep.
How are they ever going to get approval for any part of the island?
They can't. They can't. They can't look at the history of New Zealand and Iceland and say how successful it's been. That's out. And they can't use that thought that Pele gives and Pele takes, and Pele took vacation land and all the homes but left the geothermal. So does she approve? I mean, you can't have butter on both sides of the bread here.
Hey, no, I have to.
You only butter one side of the piece
no,
of bread.
I don't think that in my world. Josie808 says, would love to see Kahuku unit.
Yeah, Kahuku unit's beautiful.
Shaka says, I can't even tell you how many I almost hit on this drive. Yeah, they have all this other spots to go nibble on grass, but they like to stand on the edge of the highway sometimes.
Yeah. During the Mauna Loa eruption, we saw, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Somebody hit an entire group of pigs.
And they were right in the center.
I noticed. We were in the Ford at that time, so we're jacked up pretty high. and I could see something in the road up ahead of me, and there was like 6 pigs all turned upside down in the middle of the road. That was an interesting morning because I stopped and talked to the people at the gate to get into the viewing area and told them about it. I told some local cops that were there about it, that were up there, and nobody did anything. We ended up driving around all the way back around, another 35-40 minutes, and I pulled all those pigs off the road because we were all right. We would have rolled right over them unless we hit them with a tire, but most people were driving small cars. Nobody was anxious to take care of it. That's all right.
Bowling for pork chops. I wouldn't need it.
No.
Aurelio, this one's a different one. We're not driving the truck that we hit a pig with when we were. Yeah, that was with the Ford. This one's the Nissan.
This is Anna's Cruiser, where everything works.
Well, you're gonna fix the Ford.
Truck restoration. The
we
canopy
love that
is
truck. So.
The canopy is out. I just need to put it together and get it situated over the top. And cutting blades I got the cutting blades. Just need to charge some batteries and get the grinder out.
We needed a little time because my hand.
Yeah.
You know, the first week I couldn't do much, but this time it's good. It can help out a little bit more. Sally says the old World War II B-52 runway is still in use in Amarillo. It is still the longest in the USA. Did I miss something?
Probably.
Chuck says the powers that be on Oahu are saying there's not enough power through wind, solar to power much more.
Isn't. And you can't have wind because those are filled with oil. And in order to install them, you have to do a lot of pounding on the seafloor, which disturbs the whales. You can't do that. And if they catch on fire, if they get torn up in a hurricane, which they do, where do they go? They go right into the ocean. Doesn't make any sense. I'm a big fan of the buoy system, the floats that actually move up and down with the tide, the current, the swells. Constant motion seems like a better alternative. Besides, it makes them great fishing ground for the mahi-mahi. They love it when they can get under a shaded area. Somebody's always going to find a reason why we can't do it. That's just, we are our own demise. Did I say that right? We're the product of our own demise.
Gypsy says there's already nuclear on the islands and sub-ships.
Yep, that's right. I mean, we're not talking, old school Chernobyl here. One little accident. one little mistake.
I seen a new one, underwater turbines harnessing the current, BB says.
Ah, there we go. The ocean is so huge. There's so much potential. We just don't even look at it. We fly children into space instead of spending money on going underwater. I don't get it. I don't get it. The ocean is there for a reason. We need to use it. I need to go in it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. We need to get back to Kona and do the sunlight on water trip again.
I talked to them like a couple weeks ago just to say hi. Oh,
what's that?
I said hi a couple weeks ago to them on IG message. Can you guys hear me?
She talks to herself and under her breath. Don't worry, we're gonna start micing her up.
I think they can hear me as the mic is right here.
We'll see.
Look at that lava. Look at that view, everyone's saying.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Mauna Loa is off to our left. You'll get a view of it in a second.
We are driving a little slower than usual,
Yeah,
but
we're doing
yeah.
55. We're doing the speed limit, and they can pass.
yeah, and we're on the right side, so it's okay. Beryl says some of this looks like out of Grants, New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico has a pretty fascinating history of eruptions, and there's a spot that's somewhere. Uh-oh. Can you
Yeah,
get
hold
that? Hold on, she's got to do a. Let me switch cameras for us.
Yeah.
Gotta pull this up.
Yeah, trying to find it.
Okay.
And then I'm sucking the suction cup. Oh,
Good.
see, yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, are we back in action? Everything okay?
We're back.
The camera almost fell. It's so warm, the window.
Yeah. The suction cup came down. Life in the wild. You'd think we'd have all these things taken care
Yeah, sorry guys.
of.
It's as raw as you can get it.
That's right. No
Whatever happens, you guys can see it all.
Yeah, no fast cuts, no.
Sorry, such a cameraman.
Let me do it.
No, drive.
This one. There you
Now I know how you feel when I try to get my fingers in everything. Okay, so let's see now.
You back?
It
no.
I think it's too hot. We might have to just set it on there.
The windshield doesn't feel hot. Oh, these mounts. Always something in the wild.
I know. We might have to find some different one. Well, we'll try something else next time.
Isn't there a product you can put on the back of these suction cups to make it more suction-y or something?
Even your own words. Just hang on. If the camera comes down a little, it won't be long. Try to get it back.
Yeah, it's all part of it.
Nice view of the roof.
If you are a business out there that has suction cup mounts and you'd like to sponsor us, please send us a message at marketing@twopineapplesmedia.com. Maybe we can find a better product.
Everyone's telling us to spit in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to.
These aren't goggles. We're not going underwater.
God, that's kind of gross.
What?
Duct tape, yeah, I love
That's
duct
what's
tape.
coming. We got it with us.
So gross. You guys are making me laugh.
So we're doing 60.
And everybody's going
We're
around
doing
us
about
because
75.
this is too turtley for them.
Yeah.
But we're in no hurry. They're in no hurry. They got to get to the other side of the island.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we were here.
But this is where we
a
live
lot
stream
of
from,
time,
right
yeah,
here?
because I remember that big mountain right there.
Yeah. This is where we were live streaming
Yeah.
from. And this is where we're turning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do we do? 3 or 4? I have a map I'll show when we stop of all the locations that we filmed at for the Mauna Loa eruption all along here.
I can't believe that the time passed by so fast that we did so much. We have so much footage.
Yeah.
We just kind of forgot.
Yeah, there's so much footage.
I think because ongoing eruptions with Kilauea, it kind
Yeah.
of distracts you from everything else. But I forgot how beautiful it was out here. Look at that, you guys. Wow.
We made it. Minor issues.
Technically, it's not big issues,
No.
so that's okay.
So you up in the right-hand corner is the observatory, and I think off to the left is you can see a little spot out there. I think that is the Mars training grounds for, I think, somewhere up there.
Isn't the Mauna beautiful, you guys?
Nice thing about this road is that very little chance of anybody being here. So we can just cruise. Hazardous driving conditions. Use extreme caution.
Mm-hmm.
They paved this road not long before the lava came across it, because it was a pretty rough
Use headlights,
road.
please.
Oh, I'm not turning headlights on. Daytime running headlights are on.
Val, my hand is doing great. Still doing therapy twice a week at PT, and my home therapy I do every day, 2-3 times a day. I do a lot of exercise. Thank you for asking. And Buster says, now it's so hard to believe that it's the most massive volcano on this planet. Yeah, right? And we were up there.
Yeah.
That's the cool part.
I'm going to stop you.
It's beautiful. Never gets old.
I'm going to stop you right here. Jump out.
Okay.
And grab a chunk of the aha.
No.
Okay, I'll do it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He's gonna show you. I don't want to. My hand.
All right, let's see. Let's blow this up here. There we go. Little road rock.
Road.
Nothing fancy.
Sure. The crevice right here. Look. Do you see it? Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. Look at this one.
When we get up here, if I spot some with some different colors or some type of cool feature on it, I'll make.
Mahalo for the gifted membership.
I'll make Anna jump out and get it. All right.
Shaka says it's such a gradual slope that it doesn't feel as big as it actually is. Yeah.
It's huge. It's the long mountain, and we crossed it from the left all the way to the right. And we were up there for 7 days. I think it was our total days. I don't know. It was a big trip. We could have stayed up longer if we had more power, because not just physical power, because we were pretty tired. We were just coming off of that 4-month trip too. But battery power, we brought a small solar panel with us, but it wasn't enough. The next trip up, we will go straight to either the Summit cabin or Red Hill cabin and bring a more powerful battery system with us, with the Starlink, so that we can live from up there.
Yeah. Well, like all experiences and places that we go, we learn something new each time.
Yeah.
We learn what to bring and what not to bring, and what works for our solar or the battery stuff.
Yep.
We did do a quick live up there.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
No, we weren't live.
Yeah, it was because we were talking to.
We didn't know. We jumped on
for
to
Hawaii Pod at that
when
time.
when they were Hawaii Pod.
Yeah, I forgot all about
because
that.
we were testing.
Mm-hmm.
We were still testing. We've always been testing cell signals everywhere. We thought we could pull it off, actually. This is straight up lava field. This is the kind of material we were walking on up top.
Yeah.
Some of it was broken down because some of it was trail, but I mean, not all of it. It was hardcore. That's what beat us up for that week.
And because of lugging gear around too, it made it very difficult.
Yeah, we'll definitely reduce gear a little bit, add some gear or a different type of streaming.
We also had to pack extra water because the catchment up there at the cabin was low.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the middle. So from cabin to cabin, there's no water. So we were packing an extra gallon of water each. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that we packed plenty of Snickers bars.
Yeah.
I was chomping on Snickers like there was no tomorrow.
We should be sponsored by Snickers.
I know. There was a lot of pictures that we posted. We always eating Snickers bar. Oh, that saved us.
Yeah.
It was so delicious.
You just want something easy and
sweet and salty.
satisfying.
High calorie. Right? Law says that's some serious hiking. Yeah.
No, it was brutal. One of my hardest hikes I've ever done. And I don't know if it's because I was just tired from the 4 months previous hiking.
No, that was the pain in your leg.
The pain in my knee. Yeah. My knee started coming up on me.
Yeah, that was pre-knee surgery time. It was crazy. I can't believe he's.
That's why we came down this side of the mountain. Was because my knee. I just didn't want to. We knew if we went down the other side of the mountain, that we would have maybe another night somewhere because we didn't know how long it would take us and where we'd end up. That we were going down blind. This way was a pretty established trail.
Beryl said the road is so clear of debris. Does the lava do a number on the tires?
If you drive on it, it'll tear your tires apart.
Yeah.
Yep. And it depends on what you're driving on. If you're driving on Poihoi, nice and smooth. But this,
crunchy.
It's crunchy. So
like it's good.
It'll work your tires pretty good.
Yeah. Resort Dog says the last 1,500 foot up went a lot worse coming down.
Yeah, that down never ended. I didn't think we'd ever get down to the bottom for our ride. It just kept going and going. It's all right, we made it. There was a cooler of cold ones waiting for us in my buddy's truck. What a hike that was. I would do it again.
I would too.
I don't know if I would hike from cabin to cabin again. I would hike from here or the other side up to the summit cabin, or I'd hike the Red Hill. Out in the middle, where we stayed the night out by Dewey Cone and Steaming Cone, that's right where, what fissure was that opened up there? 6, maybe? It was right where we set up the tent. I'll tell you what, that's the one thing that did not fail on us up there in gear.
Or a little Nemo.
Our tent,
it was
our bags, we were not cold, even though the wind was whipping like crazy every night. We were not cold, we were comfortable. We swapped out, we don't use those silly inflatable pillows, we use this nice little pillow.
Yeah, it was a compressible.
Yeah.
Compactable, how do you say it?
Compactable.
Yeah, compactable pillow.
High summit style down. Sleeping bags.
Yeah, everything was super lightweight.
Yeah. That was a sweet setup. We built that setup just for that hike.
And that, if you guys want to know later on this week, that's what I'm working on now. Our hiking and camping gear that we use.
Summer's coming.
Yeah.
So temperature outside 68. Nice and cool.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable. Resort Dog says, turning on the internet replaced a lot of people going out to see new things.
That's good and bad. It's bad because most people should go out and see things. Obviously, you can't go everywhere. So it definitely broadens your horizon. It prevents less ignorance. So I think that's good. Another good side is it prevents people that would go out and screw things up. It keeps them at home and they can just watch from the internet, because some people just don't know how to behave out in the wilderness. They don't know. They don't treat the wilderness right.
You take what you bring in.
Take out what you bring in.
No, how do you say it? Yeah.
Pack out what you pack
out what
in.
you pack in.
People don't. It's just so discouraging to see, like right there. Looks like trash.
Eyes on the road. It's windy.
Yeah, we go down here, it's over.
Brett says, but Mauna Kea is steeper, so it looks way taller than Mauna Loa, but in reality, they aren't far apart. Fresh asphalt screams, come skateboard on me. Oh, got hikers. Where you going, bud?
Checking something out.
No dogs allowed unit. Ooh.
Yeah, what's at the... I think that is the training center right there for the
Can't see that far.
Mars rover.
Brendan says the climate looks like another planet.
That's why the training facility is right here. It's probably where they film all the landings and all the space flights, right out of here. I want to know who's on the "we never landed on the moon" list, and who's on the "they never just flew into outer orbit 2 weeks ago." Who's on that? Who's on that list? Who's gonna face up and tell the truth here? I think they landed on the moon. I've watched all the conspiracy stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't put it past anything the GOV does. I mean, that was a race. That meant a lot. So, okay. The flight that just happened, I think they probably just took a flight up and they barely crusted the atmosphere. Yeah. That's what rich people do. What did I start?
To the left, everything you up in the box. They were lucky they were not fried. Sorry, I'm reading.
Yeah.
The Van Alien belts are not a running microwave. No. It says, "Really, Lou?" with a bunch of question marks.
You know, Ed, I always got to walk on the line.
They filmed Star Wars stars on Mars in Australia too.
I do like all the photos, the images that we get back from Mars. We need people on Mars. I mean, look what they did during Total Recall. It worked. Still going up.
We have enough gas to get out of here?
Barely. Be running on fumes.
Too late to check now, right?
Yeah, ain't no fuel stations
up
here.
The nice thing is we have service.
Yeah.
We can call for help if we needed to.
Hey, can you bring us 5 gallons of gas because we're too dumb to make sure we had enough fuel?
You had to pause for a second. You know that oil was going to come out of his mouth. Kevin checked in.
Kev,
to chat.
What's up?
Don't open that can of worms, Lou, Janice says. Be careful now.
You know, just like I said, I like to walk the line.
Did it get warmer? No, it's still staying
That's
comfortably at 67, yeah.
67, yeah. Should have brought the Garmin for elevation points. We'll start packing that with us.
Yeah.
We don't take that with us as much
Somebody
anymore.
remind us, because we tend to forget when we get home. Every time we make notes, that's what I said earlier when we got into the truck. I said, I forgot my notebook. I should keep one in the glove because I always have these little things that pop up, or we always have ideas, and then we forget when we get home.
Because you don't write them down.
Because I don't write them down. So if anybody could please remind me later. Because I tell him to remind me, and then he forgets to remind me because he forgot.
I don't forget.
Yes, you do.
I just got other things I'm doing.
That's technically like forgetting. You got info'd. BBI info'd you.
Info'd me?
Yep.
What's new?
You two will be exhausted after taking us 57 tours up here, Susan L. We're okay. You guys are great company.
Once a week, we're good.
Yeah. And it's a good motivation for us to get out more and see new things and, be out with nature, right?
In the wild.
In the wild. My glasses keep slipping. I need to fix it. It keeps going down my nose. Finding the note and completing the idea are two different things.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Nathan says, if they landed on the moon, why did they do it on the side we never see from Earth?
Interesting.
Think about it a little bit.
Well, at that time, there was no social media. Right? What are the chances of just a random homeowner?
What's that there?
Rock. What's the chance of the random homeowner at that time having a telescope? So they probably didn't really think about people, individuals, checking out the landing spot. Now, today's version of a moon landing would definitely be somewhere where we better all be able to see it with a telescope. But good call, Nathan. I just want to know why we're not going back. There's got to be something on there that we can pull off of there and use here. Some type of rock, some type of mineral.
Ooh, here we go. Smooth it part. I wonder if we see any of our dinosaur eggs.
Oh, that we saw up top. Yeah, those were sweet.
We will have to do a we'll do a one
post.
of these days on your podcast.
Yeah.
Do all recap on some of the pictures we took up on top. It was nice. I don't know if some of you guys remember some of the dinosaur. I call them dinosaur eggs because they look like
they look like
big,
petrified.
Giant, dinosaur eggs.
Yeah, they look like a petrified dinosaur egg.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ed, thank you for the $20 super chat.
Yeah, right on, Ed. Thank you. Even with my conspiracy theories, Ed. Hey, cyclists. Last time we saw cyclists, what happened? Somebody
got left behind.
Somebody got left behind.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let me pass, or are you just gonna? Because, thank you. She's back there running. She's talking. I can see her. Damn cars on the road. Wait till we're rolling in the Ford.
What happened to share the road?
Yeah, wait till we roll in the Ford.
Everybody has to play their part in sharing.
The Ford is a bigger, noisier, diesel blowing.
People hate it. They always, every time we drove anywhere, people will always turn their head and you can read their lips like.
Oh man, why can't they buy a little car?
That runs on power that won't make it up here.
Why can't they be pedaling that car?
That's so wrong.
It is.
It's not exactly what you would say, though.
Yeah. We're driving the Ford.
Didn't you pass them last week?
Yeah.
Was it the same people?
I don't know. It was a pair of ladies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anymore. Could have been.
The last stitches I got were from falling into lava cobbles. Oh no.
Ooh.
No, thank you. Did I fumble and tripped and landed on my face when we were in Mauna Loa?
No, you did not fall while you're up there.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Hope y'all don't run into the sky wall like in the Truman Show.
Right?
We just watched that again. We watched that movie like
Yeah.
a million times.
There's absolutely getting more and more difficult to watch anything on movies or
Yeah,
series
so we
anymore.
just watch old stuff. Yeah.
Just like over it. I've actually been working so much more.
Yeah.
And later into the evenings that we don't even watch much.
Yeah, we lose track of time sometimes because we're so fixated on what we're doing. Then we're like, oh, you know what? We really have to shut down at least 5:30 or 6. But
do you ever notice that a lot of your expressive words start with the letter F? Fixated, fandango.
Oh, well, I'm
Farfanugan.
fascinated with the F word.
You're fascinated with the F word.
It's fantastic, isn't it? So bad.
Oh, just a weird observation, apparently.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your observation.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to look for another word to use, but
A word that might be, what, fun? Fan-friendly?
so late.
For all the fanatics? Is that what you're thinking?
Yep,
Okay.
he did it.
That wasn't the F word you were thinking of, was it?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Watch out, y'all. Something might slip. And then we gotta bleep it out of the
Oh,
video.
too late. Oh, I already had to blur out.
No carpooling here, yeah.
I already had to blur out a little kid on the side of the road.
Yeah. Brett says that. Fart. I know, but I wouldn't have read it, but it was in bold caps.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Brando, you're gonna get me in trouble now.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on. Oh, more cyclists.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Getting a little buffering. What are we doing here?
Well, we're doing great if these Tour de Francers would let us get past.
Chuck's like, your ear pop yet? Not yet.
There we go. Thank you.
Brenda says, sorry, y'all, my bad. You're okay.
Couldn't resist, could you? I know.
But that's the smart thing. Got our attention and I blurted it out.
Yeah. Now she knows what it's like when I'm reading and I just read the chat.
Yeah.
Not proofreading.
Whoopsies.
Usually one of the mods are quick for me.
Yeah.
Delete it out. But when I'm podcasting, I use a different piece of software to capture the chat, so it doesn't cut out what you guys.
Yeah, he sees
delete.
everything.
So I
He'll
see
just
everything.
read it. He'll just read it.
Yeah, I just rolling with it. What show is that? Oh, Anchorman, right?
Oh yeah.
Where
Oh
he just
gosh.
reads.
Yeah, that's so bad.
That's
just...
me. That's me sometimes. Ron Burgundy style.
Would you like to talk about different colors?
There are a lot. Yeah, I see a lot of the red cinder up and through here now, huh? Got the smooth boy hoy. I didn't realize that the overflow was this far up.
The temps actually dropped.
Yeah,
We're
63.
getting higher and higher.
We're almost into that frozen zone where I won't be
Well,
able to
if
go
we were-
outside.
If we were at home, this would be really cold for us.
Yeah. This
But
is
we're
pushing
sitting
it.
in the trunk, and there's the sun beaming on the car that's keeping us nice and warm.
Yeah. We're almost into full survival mode.
Right.
Did you bring the
They're probably-
Mylar emergency blankets?
No. Oh, it's in the emergency kit
Okay.
underneath your seat.
Oh, good.
But everyone's gonna laugh at us because this mid-60s is so comfortable for everyone that this is cold to us. David asked, was there a fissure near there? Near here or
All
near-
over here. We're
Yeah.
on the slope of
Yeah.
Mauna Loa. So yeah. The closest one I don't see because we're down.
Yeah.
When we get up over the hill.
Oh, another cyclist.
Oh, I don't think we're going over the hill. This is the end of the road.
Yeah.
More cyclists. And that's it. This is as far as we go.
Yeah. Well, thanks guys. See you later.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching.
You can't, no, they're just getting. Oh. Wave and be nice, babe.
I did. So there it is. That's the end of the road right there. And power lines inactive, I'm sure. Now my question is, why haven't they cleared the road to the observatory? How are they hauling everybody up there? Or are they? Is anybody still going up there? And the only way you could get up there is a heliocopter. The whirlybird, right? Yeah. So
Look at that power line still dangling
Yeah.
down there. So maybe they don't want to go any further.
Yeah.
Right, that's kinda cool.
Elevation probably, I don't know, 6,500, 7,000. Go get some
That's
shots.
what you didn't remind me. See,
What?
my notebook. We have to get it whenever we get to our destination. We have to get a few pictures.
Okay.
So, gotta be careful.
Ooh, nice and cool outside.
Feels nice. Hi.
Oh, Anna's selling pictures. So how hot is that lava still? That's the question. How hot is it? I don't think it's hot enough that they can't dose it. They do in Iceland. This is from the 2022 flow that came down through here and cut off access to the observatory, the weather station. And is out there taking 37 shots. Now, if this was me, you'll get your phone and you'll have about 35 or 40 pictures. Because as I'm sitting there, I'm clicking. I'm making sure you get a good shot. See her out there? There she is. I'm going to jump out real quick.
Hi guys, we're still here. We're just talking to the cyclists. They're locals, so we'll be right back, eh? We did, yeah. They were. It was the two guys first, and then the guys. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. We'll let you guys roll around.
Okay. Oh, it's cold. I was shivering.
Did we lose everybody?
No, I told them. I came back in for a minute. Oh man, it's cold. It's chilly.
All right, I gotta figure out how to turn around here. Let's see. Is there any space
Yeah,
right
you
there?
gotta. Yeah, there's space here. The cone's right to the right, about 5 feet.
Really cool people from Kona side cycling.
Let me get back in the chat so I can see. Trying to warm up.
Yeah. There come their friends.
Thank you guys for hanging in there.
Yeah.
I was worried that you guys left us.
Anytime there's a chance to get out and chit chat, spread the word. Here's a card. Check out the channel. So we're running on batteries, and we're
still up.
cameras
Everything's
are
still
rolling.
good. Wow.
Good. I wanted to get this going down so that maybe Mauna Kea is still covered up, but we'll catch a little bit on the backside.
Talking amongst themselves there.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We left you guys briefly. Children behaved.
High and dry.
Everybody was behaving. Oh, that was awesome.
So that's it right there. There's the road, and it's there. I don't have any information on that getting taken apart and rebuilt like this anytime in the near future. If anybody has an article or a link to something, let me know. But I have not found it. I've not heard anybody talk about it. I don't even think they want to talk about it because the massive amount of money that it's going to take to do that. Honestly, it probably is cheaper once a week to fly in by helicopter. Maybe they can parachute in.
That's what they were talking about too.
Yes, cargo drops.
Yeah.
I mean, who would not like to jump out of the back of a C-130? Mm-hmm. Actually, I just watched Batman. Remember I just told you guys like 2 weeks ago I was into my Batman kick? Did I tell you guys that? I was going through all the Batman movies. And which one was it? The Dark Knight Rises, where he's got that parachute, the parachuted sail he puts up, shoots out of the building, and then this C-130 maybe that came by and grabbed him with a wire. Oh, I would do that any day. There needs to be a sign-up sheet for things like that. Hurry up, your friends are looking for you. The hill's a killer, they were saying.
Still so cool to see the different
Yeah.
textures.
So there's a point that's going to come up that one of the cameras will freeze first. That's our indicator to plug in the other camera and call it a live stream. Where are we at? An hour?
So far, it's okay.
Hour and 15 minutes. We know that our battery runtime is an hour and 40 minutes.
So far, everyone's still there. Both cameras are still good.
I'm tempted to plug this one in, actually.
This one?
Yeah, but last time I plugged it in while the
It
battery
acted
was
all
in.
wonky.
Yeah, everything went wrong.
You want to try it?
I would love to try it.
So if we plug it in and something goes wrong, then they can't see us.
Then we're screwed. We'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end just as our tester.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Dan. Is he watching?
Must be.
You want me to check?
No, because then it's going to read the text
No, I'm
message.
on here.
Oh, no. Who knows what.
Dan, if you're watching. Aloha.
Uh-huh. Or it could be Jody.
Yeah, or Jody. I shared the link. Jody, pretty sure you saw the link. You guys saw
probably
the links,
Jody.
yeah. See any eruptive activity at Mauna Loa, like people love to say. Brett asked
Yeah.
with a laugh.
We can confirm Mauna Loa is not erupting today.
Yes.
We can confirm that. And
Mhm.
last week, 2 weeks ago, we could confirm that the slump had not slumped off into the ocean. We confirmed that. Wiped that one right off the board. I don't mind. I would rather have conspiracy theories than bad information like that.
Right.
That's rubbish.
Well, it depends too. Some people take it differently, but it's just all joke right now. Some things don't have to be taken so seriously. Gotta lighten up a little bit. Yeah, some people are just too serious. We can joke.
Anna
It's
says
okay
that
to
to me all
joke.
the time. Would you just lighten up?
Yeah, sometimes.
He's so stressed out.
Because if his stressing makes me stress, and it exhausts me.
So exhausting. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna back up. Hold this for me.
Okay.
We're going. I found a really cool spot.
Yeah. You're gonna try to let them see that, yeah?
Yeah. That way we can take a look at Mauna Kea
Yeah.
and test out the. I wonder if that is a node right there.
Let me see.
Come on, let's do a little.
Oh, ooh.
Do a little
Let's
4x4.
Oh, hold on, guys.
Let's see here.
Ooh.
It's gonna turn around.
That's how they put the little
I think that's a.
destination rock there.
I think that's a little seismo node.
Ooh. You guys see that?
What do you think? There's a piece of concrete
I'm
there.
gonna go out there and take a picture of it.
Yeah.
You gotta take your water though.
You guys were asking how the road does on the tires. Yeah.
Well, this is not the super crunchy ones though, so.
I bet you that's what that is. Good thing is I know how to change a tire. Easy. If the only thing that ever goes wrong in your life is you have to change a tire on your vehicle, it's concreted in, yeah. Yep. Last year we met, and I've talked to several times since then, actually became pretty good friends. The geophysicist from Washington, when he was here the whole team was putting all these nodes all over Mauna Loa. I don't know if this is one of them or not. I'm gonna have to send him a picture and ask him.
They concreted that down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I don't think it's a rubbish can.
Okay. I'm back.
All right, let's go R for reverse and give you guys a view of Mauna Kea.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We got stuck.
I do a little turn.
It's all right. We got 4-wheel drive, so we're good.
Oh.
Watch the water.
Get back in the chat.
There we go. Don't like that right there, does it? There we go. All right. We're good?
Yeah.
Mauna Kea. I wanted this shot of Mauna Kea.
Yeah.
All right.
Whew.
Pretty sweet.
Hang on a second. Let me get a picture of this. Okay.
All right. Any final thoughts? Let me jump in here. I can jump this way on the chat.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get back in the chat so I can see what everybody's saying.
So, what do you guys think of the drive? Don't knock over Granny's.
Chuck says, "Go tap on it and make USGS." You guys, behave now. Enjoyed the ride. Alaska RVers says, "Enjoyed the ride as always. Have not driven it myself on prior visits, so something new is cool. Mahalo and see you next week." Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna hang for a few more minutes. And we'll see if the cloud passes. They're moving, so they'll pass, and get one nice shot of Mauna Kea. And we'll put that on our climb up the mountain list.
Let me get
Can you get a shot?
just one without the car. Done.
Really like these road trips. Right on, David. It was a cool ride. How did we do on pixelation and Starlink holding its own this time around? We were cruising at a pretty consistent 25 to 30 miles an hour on Mauna Loa Road here, and then up the Saddle Road on the highway we're really sitting about 50, 55. So on my end, I didn't see any drop signal, nothing on my end.
Pretty smooth.
BB says only a few moments. Right on. Crisp and clear from Ted. Sweet.
That's good.
Right on. It's always good.
Yeah.
Right on. Ed's got the double thumbers. Everything was smooth, Jan says. Right on. That's great to hear. So we have to UFO landing guide. Oh, I was going to show you guys a picture too.
It's a lot greener on that. So yeah, we always do that.
Let's see here. So I got that shot there. Let me find another one with my X's on it. Which one has all my X? This one?
You didn't show them any of those yet, did you?
I didn't, huh?
Yeah. Hang on, guys. We're still here.
There's that one. Anna wants me to show some pictures. This is what it was like up here.
That's my picture, yeah.
That's one of your pictures, yeah. During the eruption. Quite a sight.
It is.
That would have been right behind us. You're looking out in front of us towards Mauna Kea.
Well, we'll see what the voting will be next. We have, what, two? Was it 2 or 3 options left? I forgot.
2.
2 options. So, this will be in the next one, yeah. The Mauna Kea.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find, did I not download? I didn't upload that to the card, maybe. Because I don't see any with X's on it.
Hold on.
It would have been this one.
No, I don't see.
But I don't see any X's.
Law says, I only noticed a couple minor hiccups, but thought it was
Good.
a router issue.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it when you're live in a lava field on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We'll take a few little hiccups.
Yeah.
Right?
Ed says, wish the clouds would clear for a
I
few
know.
minutes. I know.
We're
but
waiting.
that place is always cloudy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
That spot. Oh, my knee. Ooh,
We'll give it a shot here. Give it a second. While we're sitting here, thank you guys. I saw, you said Aurelio and Ed donated. Thank you guys for
And then we
your
got
super
gifted
chat
membership.
and gifted membership. Who gave the gifted memberships?
I think it was Laws.
Is that on my screen
Was that
here?
Laws?
applause yet.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
all the support, you guys.
We can see when you turn around. Take us with you, please. I want to see more going back. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Oh, we can go to the, go down a little bit.
No, our batteries will cut eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're good. We got our hour and a half in. Pretty happy with that. Another testing. We want these shorter 1 hour to 2 hour live streams are really still just testing to make sure that when we go and set up, everything sets up smoothly.
Yeah.
Mark gifted 10 memberships. Look at you,
Hello,
Mark.
Thank you
Mark.
so much.
Once we have all the camera gear and everything set how we need it, then we can extend these trips. Right now, we're just testing.
We still have a few more bugs to work out, but everything's working out in good timing.
Yeah.
Each new live stream drive that we've done, we've learned something new, so it's good timing for us. It works out better for us that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. Like I said, we don't want to just come do this on our own, and then when it's all done, take you on it. We gotta. You're gonna experience the bumps with us, and test the gear that works. Obviously, we see, mount like the suction cup mount. We're gonna have to track down a better mounting system. We need to fabricate something for the Starlink or the battery pack in the camera for the roof mount, and we gotta secure the camera up top from weather, because that's a problem here. Yeah. We're getting lucky right now. We're getting lucky.
But we can only do everything at a short, how do you say it? One thing at a time.
Yep.
Because doing everything is time consuming, and it's pricey too. So
pricey.
We have to kind of find our the good prices, the items are on sale.
That's why we opened an Amazon storefront.
Yeah.
Because that helps support our channel. So if you're looking for something on Amazon, go through our store. It might be there, and that helps support the channel.
That's
Even if you just click on a link, check it out. And remember, algorithms work all the way across. Whenever you click on anything that's linked to us, the Google says, "Oh, these guys are good."
Appreciate the ability to participate and help us. Rachel says, absolutely.
Aloha from Hilo.
I see y'all set up a pineapple stand out there.
I remember going on that road, but this is way before the eruption. Haha. I've hated it because how much hills they had. Yeah, it's loaded with hills, and it's one big hill. There's one hill. There's little hills inside the big hill, but it's worth the drive. Ed, I don't know, buddy, if we're gonna get this to clear up. More clouds are forming to the west.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're moving either.
No.
They just kind of hang out there.
Yeah, they're not moving.
No.
We are a hot commodity.
It's
yes,
still
we are.
Such a gorgeous view.
BB, I'm gonna look. I'm looking to build an emergency kit for a basement and tornado. So on Monday, my volcano guide that I wrote for here is coming out. That's free to everybody. That's on our email list. By the end of next week, I have something really cool for all hazards that'll come out. Probably at the end of next week or so. So make sure you're signed up for the email list. And if you have a season coming up, like we have hurricane season coming up. Some of you guys are just coming out of or still in tornado season. Getting yourself set up. Another reason we built the storefront wasn't just because it helps us fund what we're doing, but it's also what we feel, what we've tested, and what we've seen work in all these different situations that you guys could have for your home, whether it's a flood or a fire, different products, because you don't really know, and you're just going. You can rent. There's a million free downloads on the internet. There's a million of them. But people are just generating lists. You don't know if that product is working or not.
Majority, actually almost all of the stuff that we put in
Yeah.
our Amazon store is what we use and what
Yeah.
we have used.
There's only a couple things in there that we don't have because we don't need it for this environment, but some of our friends use. We have our home, we don't have it as a fire. I mean, we're covered for fire.
Yeah.
Because we have like the safe and the envelope that's, you know, our
But
bug
we
out
just
bags.
like to have it because it's actually multi-use.
Yeah.
You know, it's fire, water, and you know.
You guys see us putting a sprinkler and hose on a roof.
No.
You know we're in fire country.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something in this hazards guide I put together that I don't think I've ever seen anybody put. I mean, I looked pretty good, and I've never seen anybody do this. So everybody's always preparing in one way. And it's a little twist. Don't give out too much juice.
Just want to tell them everything. You have to make them wait.
Too much juice.
Now they heard me telling. It's a surprise. Till next time.
Till next time.
You always good. You got to keep it on the down low.
I know. Not so easy. Get so excited.
Yeah.
Let me see what else is on this card. What is all this on this card? Hey, look, there's Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew Downs.
I went and had a look-see. But for me to buy any of it, I'd have to add import tax, which would break my budget. Understand, laws. Yeah. Thank you.
It's all on Amazon.
But like we said before, you can always just click and check it out.
Yeah.
And just,
check it out and get what you can get there.
If not, just have an idea.
Yeah.
So you can purchase it wherever you're from.
Yeah. At least it's a guide. It's a list of products we know will work. That's the biggest part of it. All right, we're out of here. That is it. Mauna Kea is not clearing up.
Yes.
Let's call it a show.
Yeah.
Good job. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll set up the goodbye screen, should we? And drop
some tunes.
Some tunes. I don't have it on here.
You don't?
I gotta switch over here. I got it. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's gonna wrap it up. Anything else you want to throw out there? Thanks again for everybody for hanging out with us.
Aloha.
See you at the next road trip. We'll have an eruption or have an episode 19 before then. So catch me podcasting in the mornings. Just jump on the chat, ask in there if I'm coming in or if anybody's seen me. If I've already been there, just scroll back. You can see what I was talking about. Sign up for the email list and catch you guys next time.
Aloha.
And even if my pocket's empty, I don't really want to go to work. No. It is so sweet under the sun. I'm gonna take my time, 'cause I don't really want to go to work. Got up this morning, look around and see the sun high. Grab my bag and take my phone. I shut the door and walk into the light.
That was a good one, huh?
It's a fun. You already have us off for